Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kago coming at you with another video. So today I wanted to take the time to talk about all the steps and things you can do to prepare for Mists of Pandaria. There are quite a lot of things that you could be doing and things you just might not be aware about. So we're going to break it down, and I'm just going to share the things that I am doing in order to help you guys out. So the first thing that we are going to be talking about is finding a home, whether what server faction you want to play, what are the best. Here on NA, the most popular ones are going to be Faralina, Mankirk, Pagel, Benediction. Mankirk and Faralina are Horde. Pagel and Benediction are Alliance that I see a lot of people playing on. All of these locked ones are pretty much not where everyone is going because you can't really go there. And Bloodsail Buccaneers is kind of like the hardcore RP server that they've just kept open. So I'm personally going Faralina Horde. This was the mega server back in the day. This was the server from 2019 that I ended up on when they did the mega server merger in TBC. I played here all of TBC and Wrath of the Lich King. Now, the next thing that you're going to want to be doing is taking the time to find out what class you want to play. So I am going on the insane goal right now of leveling every class to 85 just so I can play every single one of them in Mists of Pandaria and really decide what I want to do. I have not really played MoP too well, so I know like I did a lot of casual stuff, PvP. I didn't really raid, I didn't really go hard in it when I was a kid, so now I have the opportunity to do that. So I'm just doing a little stream every day over at twitch.tv/KagoGaming. If you want to stop by, talk to me about MoP, anything like that, or even just talk about WoW in general. We usually have we've been having quite a few people stop by, and it's been really awesome. So I'm there daily, and I am just leveling all these characters. So the goal is to have everyone to 85 by July 1st. This rogue has been the most recent one we've been doing. But the point of leveling all these characters is, one, to know which class and role I want to play, to really experience it, because they don't change that much from MoP and Kata. They really feel kind of the same as far as rotation goes and class balance and stuff. They get new sets, they get some new abilities, but all in all, they haven't changed too much. So just going through here and playing these characters has been really enjoyable. And the next thing, and this is just how are you going to make gold. There are many ways to make gold in MoP. There's hard farming, there's rep and transmog farms, there's even pet battles can be very profitable getting the Pandarian water spirits. However, I'm going the route of profession. So back in the day in TBC, I had all these characters with tailoring. So most of them, at least these 7 from my Death Knight up, all have tailoring at max level. So I am taking their tailoring and leveling that to max to use the daily cooldown. The other daily cooldown that you can really utilize is with inscription. So any character that you have level 80 is the absolute minimum to be able to get the max level MoP profession. So you need them at least 80. I'm going to 85 just in case I want to play them, as well as it makes it a lot safer for the tailoring cooldown to be at 85 and aggro mobs in the Silken Fields. So I am then leveling these characters, playing them, getting after it, and getting their professions upgraded all the way. So I'm going to hop over to the beta, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that and what you can do. So I'll see you then. Voop. So a brief profession breakdown for you is you need to be level 80, and you can do this all in Orgrimmar. You don't have to go to Pandaria. And then this is how you get Zen Master Tailoring. So that is level, it requires level 500, but mainly level 80 because you should have 500 tailoring. And then the big cooldown that you're going to be doing is this Imperial Silk cooldown. It's a delicate cloth that can only be created once a day. In this process, you discover, you may discover a recipe you haven't learned, and those recipes are what use the cloth to make really important stuff. So like depending on what character gets the recipe, you're going to want to send it to that. If you're doing something like me, setting up a bunch of tailoring bots to make tons of Imperial Silk. But Warlock and Mage and Priest are very, very popular in Mists of Pandaria, so people are going to be wanting these pieces of gear and being able to create them. However, what you need to know for Silk is that you have to go to Pandaria and you have to go to the Silken Fields right here in order to make it. Now, when we talk about inscription as the other big profession that we are going to be utilizing here, at least I am with all of those alts you saw, is inscription obviously same thing, requires you to be level 80. It requires the big moneymaker is going to be a Dark Moon card of the Mists. However, the Dark Moon card of the Mists, as you can see, takes a Scroll of Wisdom as well as 10 Starlight Ink. Starlight Ink is the big ink here, right here. So the ink is not the important part. The Scroll of Wisdom is the big one that you are going to be making, and that has a daily cooldown in order to be making it. So that is where you sort of get the gatekeep for inscription, is that Scroll of Wisdom that you see right here. And you can learn Scroll of Wisdom, I think, at 500 tailoring or even earlier, but it requires a daily cooldown in order to get it, and then it is going to be a bit of a thing. So if you have an inscriptor, you want to get your inscriptor and you want to start just making that Scroll of Wisdom. So it takes 525 in order to make this Scroll of Wisdom right here, and then you are going to want to do those and make Dark Moon cards to profit a bunch, and even complete the decks, because the trinkets are really, really awesome. So that is what I'm doing for professions and gold making. It takes a little bit of investment. It doesn't take too much time or investing to do it. I do have a druid that is an herb and mining gatherer, so I'll just use that character to go get raw materials when I'm bored. Or in this first week, I plan on rushing one of my characters to 90 and then leveling that druid just simply by doing all the herb and mining and getting all that resource. So that is just sort of my plan. Next, I want to talk about the core systems in Mists of Pandaria and things that you might not be aware of that might be awesome and helpful for you to know. So I will see you then. Voop. So in Mists of Pandaria, there are a few core systems that you need to be aware of that if you're coming from SOD or Classic, you might not really know about. The biggest one is going to be reforging and item upgrading. So right here, you can reforge your gear in the capital city. And what reforging allows you to do is take stat from something else, split it a little bit, and give you a stat that is more desirable. So say like mastery is really good on a brewmaster monk, and I'm already hit capped. I'm going to take away hit and do mastery, and just cost a little bit of gold, but now my thing has more better optimized stats in order to get it. So that is one of the key systems in Mists of Pandaria. If you played Kata, you're very well aware of this. There are also add-ons like Reforge Lite, I think is what it's called, that you can plug it in and be able to utilize that quite a bit. Then there's also for doing your Tiller's Rep and your farming in order to get Spirits of Harmony. Spirits of Harmony drop in the world as well, but Spirits of Harmony are going to be a key ingredient to be able to get all kinds of trading materials, as you can see right here. Some of the best, most expensive things in the game will yield you that, and if you just simply do your farm on however many characters you want from Mists of Pandaria, you can earn lots of Spirits of Harmony every day with the Tiller's Reputation, which will yield all kinds of farmable herbs and stuff. The Tillers are the Valley of the Four Winds Reputation, and they're in the Heartland where you can do all kinds of dailies, and you have a little farm where you can grow food, which you can use for your BIS food buffs, as well as you can use that for making Spirits of Harmony that you can trade there. Another core system is going to be the Charm Maker and the Charm System. So it is here in MoP Classic, it is actually 50 charms of lesser fortune, and you get these charms from literally doing things in the world, dailies, going out there and just essentially playing the game earns you these, and these tokens allow you to use a reroll from a raid boss. So any raid boss you are doing, or the world bosses like Shaw of Anger and stuff, or the raids, you can then use this to get a bonus roll on loot. This is where this was introduced, and this is a system that goes forward from here on out to get people little bonus rolls for loot. Then I'm unsure if they're doing Titan Forging, or the Warforge, Titan Forge, Thunder Forge. I'm not sure if that's going to be in the game. That is something we will see. I think it's introduced in Throne of Thunder, so that is something to be aware of. But those are some of the key systems and MoPs and things you are going to be looking into and making sure that you do. Tiller Farm is really important rep. And then obviously I've covered it in other videos, but making sure you do your August Celestial Golden Lotus reputation and Shadowpan are huge. These are 3 reps right here. Traditionally, you had to get Golden Lotus to Revered to be able to do August Celestials and Shadowpan. However, in MoP Classic, you are able to do those reputations right off the bat, which is massive. But anyway, that is it for this video. I truly hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, anything you'd like to add, anything you think I missed as far as important preparation things and knowledge you need to know, definitely drop it down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. And until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey you. Yes you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.